Hey, what's going on, guys? And today I wanted to do a video review for the HYPERAX bike rack. So I decided to get this because we actually have these large electric bikes, as you can see, that have fat tires. So what I wanted to do in this video is I'm going to walk you through some of the installation steps, kind of give you my overall thoughts, and we'll really just go through everything. As you can see, I've mounted one bike here on the rack just to kind of give you an example of what this will look like when it's fully assembled. So let's kind of start from the beginning. So the first thing that you're going to need in order to be able to mount this is you're going to actually have to get a 2-inch hitch that's basically going to have to get attached to your car. Now in this particular case, we have a 2014 Subaru Forester. So this is actually a vehicle that's rated for towing, has the towing capability, but it did not have a hitch from the factory. So we went out and got, I ended up getting this one here by Drawtight. I had a professional company install this. Of course you could do this on your own, but I decided to pay someone to go out and actually install this. This is a 2-inch hitch, so basically I can haul anything from trailers to obviously inserting something like this, such as a bike hitch. So let's actually go through the installation steps of this. Basically, you have a long bolt here, and I actually haven't fully secured it because I don't know if I'm going to be taking the bike out today, but you have a lock box on the actual main linchpin here that goes through this, so you can actually prevent if someone was to try to like steal your bikes or take this whole trailer hitch off of your vehicle. This actually has a locking key mechanism right inside here. So this is something I thought was pretty clever that they did. You can basically, you get 2 sets of keys. You also have this piece here which can be used to locate the pin that would normally go through, so it kind of gives you an idea as to where that's going to be. This has a locking mechanism, so that way you're not guessing where the hole is based on the insertion point of the 2-inch connection. Now beyond that, you have these, when this comes assembled, you have these 2 rods that come out on each side, and these are actually going to be going up. I initially actually started taking this apart thinking I had to do that to get these to come down. All you have to do is hit this this piece here, and this is also what's going to be used to fold away the rack for storage. This basically comes in. You could use something like maybe they include these little hex wrenches. If you're having trouble pushing this in with your finger, you could always take the end of this and kind of put force on it, and this will allow you to bend this down, and the hole will now kind of protrude through here, this piece here. It's basically just a spring that's on the other side. So this will come in here and this will completely fold up. You have these 2 small pieces that you attach on each side, and either one of them could be used to hang the entire rack with no bikes on it on like a wall or something like that for storage. So this is basically a hook designed for storing this away when you're not using it on the car. Now beyond that, once you have these down, you have these 2 pieces here, and my best suggestion, I was a little bit confused about like where to put all these. The best bet is that you're going to have, let's say in this case, I have my bike closest to the vehicle right here. So I have this one on the inner side, and then I have this one that's going for that same bike on the outer. You want to make sure too that you have a grooved angle when you mount these. You can see it kind of angles up, and as you can see, it fits the tire quite nicely. If you do it any other way, obviously it's not going to work and you're not going to get the support. Each of these, you just loosen them, and then once you're all done, you can tighten them down. You know the positioning of everything. I actually had to tighten these, and they're not going to slide around at all, basically at all on the bar. Beyond that, you do have little plastic things. These can actually be a little bit tough getting on here. I actually recommend keeping the plastic thing on because it might make it a little bit easier to get them on. Initially, just kind of widen the plastic as much as you can, and if you can get them on, get them positioned right. I highly suggest if you're using a bigger bike like this, you may want to have a second person because they are quite heavy. Now, going through the rest of this, you can see here I have a piece that kind of comes up, and this is basically what holds the bike. So this kind of goes over the main frame of the bike, and these 2 pieces slide down, so you're going to have one for the back bike and then one for the first bike. So what I did is basically I slid this down to match up where the frame is, and then you actually have an additional key lock here, so this actually opens and you can lock this as well, and that way no one's going to be able to spin this and be able to get the bike off of the frame. So it's an additional security measure. Now once you've mounted the bike, you also have these Velcro straps which you can run right through the tires. I haven't done that, but basically you'll be able to unhook this, and this can just run right through the tire and you can Velcro it back. So that's one of the first security pieces they add. They additionally give you these loops, and you can run them through these hooks. So you have one hook here on the bottom that you'd use for the rear bike, and then you have a hook here on the top that you'd use for the first bike. So you'd run this up, this is gonna go over the frame of the bike, back down, and just loop through. So in addition to having the Velcro straps on the tires, as well as having this, you have 3 points of security to kind of maintain the entire setup. Now, another thing that's really cool that they decided to implement with this is you can actually take this screw out here, and you can actually maneuver the entire unit back. You have a nice carrying handle here that you can use to kind of pick up and hold the bike as needed. But what I ended up doing is, let's say I wanted to open my trunk. Obviously right now I can't do that. I can't open this because it's going to hit the bike. You can actually take this pin out and the entire mechanism will tilt back. Here's kind of an example of what that looks like in the manual. I believe there's a good photo of it here. So here it is here. Basically, this is what it looks like tilted. So that way you can open the trunk easily. Now, overall, the installation of this was slightly frustrating. I was running into just some confusion about how to put some of the bike pieces here, but look at the pictures. Obviously, hopefully this video will help you with all of that. But overall, this is actually a really nice unit. I'm very impressed with it. It feels very sturdy, feels like it's really well made. I think honestly, this is gonna be an amazing addition to you know, what we normally would be able to do. These bikes actually fold in half. We have a piece here where we can fold them, but we decided to get this because these bikes are so large we can't really fit them in the trunk of the car, and we actually have 2 other smaller ones, so when we go out for like a trip or something with you know, our family, we could actually take some friends, they could bring some extra bikes, and we could actually cram a bunch of them all on one trip. So overall, I'm very impressed with this. This is obviously perfect for the fat tires. You can see it fits in quite nicely, and overall, I'm very happy with how it turned out. So I think this is gonna be awesome and something that we're gonna use quite a bit. And again, once you're done, you can simply fold up each bar. It'll go straight up. You'll have this kind of coming out the main connector, and then you could actually just hang it on the wall or put it away somewhere that it's not gonna really take up all that much space. Anyway, hopefully you found the video review helpful, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.